Borderlands, we talked about how like Tannis, they need a young
Hmm.
person, and
Yeah, Tannis and Lilith should have been
well, young.
younger.
All right, and if they switch Borderlands and Twisted Metal, I think Borderlands gets a better review and Twisted Metal's ass, like hands down. Like just because, like I said, you with Twisted Metal, you wanted like I was trying to see what was next the whole time. It wasn't even the fact
Hmm.
that like it was just that, but Borderlands was like, all right, this is all trash. You can just switch those movies, and Twisted Metal's now ass, and then Borderlands is a TV show where I'm like, okay, I'm just curious what's next. Still may get bad
Hmm.
reviews, but I think it's just a better viewing. It's just
Okay.
okay. So, what were you about to ask?
All right. So, just like any video games that you can think of, which like tell me like if you think it would make a better show or a better movie. So like for example, The Legend of Zelda, I think would make better movies than they would make a show. But like if you take something like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, I think that would make a better show than it would make one of like the Pokemon animated movies. You know what I'm saying?
And you're these are all live action, right?
No, it don't necessarily got to
Don't
be
have to.
live action. It can be either or.
Okay.
Just like, but in general, do you think it would make a better show or a better movie?
I think
Like so for me, Legend of Zelda would be a live action movie. Yes.
I think Legend of Zelda can be done well as a show, just because.
I think it could be, but the only issue I have with Zelda being a show is the timeline in the Zelda games itself is so crazy that unless you're going to actually play off the fact that like every story arc, maybe Zelda and Link kind of die at the end, and then there's a big time skip. They're reincarnated, and then you go into a different story arc from one of the games. I could see you doing it like that,
Yeah,
but to just tell one long story, like Zelda games in general, aren't meant for that.
that's why. All right, so that was my whole thing. Like, if you put Zelda as a TV show, it needs to
Hmm.
be written like. It's just a bad example because the game is so straightforward as to what happens. But you know how like The Last of Us is like the TV show. It was
Mm.
if it just had a if they just made all right in this TV show series, it's just set timeline, and we're gonna have this story, and it's something that's not in the games. Like you're making your own Zelda story, then I
Hmm.
wouldn't mind a TV show. But if you're making
Okay, yeah.
it based off the movie, like based off the video game, then yeah, it will have to be a video. It'll have to be a movie. It'll have to be a movie.
Okay.
So I would say
Okay.
Zelda. Yeah, so movie there. And see,
This is random because I got my Switch still up and I'm looking at my list of games, so
y-
I'm like kind of picking at my list of games real quick.
yeah,
This is off this is like off the topic of Nintendo games real quick, but the Halo show was trash and it
yeah,
recently got canceled.
yeah,
I
good.
think Halo would have been a better movie.
I thought Halo had potential as a show. I just think it wasn't. It, I think it had
I
potential
think
as a show, but I see.
I think I think if the Fallout show had came out first and then Halo kind of took notes from that, it could have been better.
I think if you have, well, who did the Transformer movies? Was it Michael Bay?
Yeah.
I think if someone like him took control of like a Halo movie, I think considering the audience, I think that would have been good as a movie. I think
And you
just
know what? I can agree with that, and I also think the same thing about Gears of War.
yeah, yeah, 1,000%. 1,000%. I'm still on the board though. I think these shows could make it as like I think these games could make it as TV shows. I just think they were poorly
Hmm?
written. I think they were just poorly written. Like Halo was like, what is this, man? Like
Yeah.
it's one of those things they just thought, oh, there's no way we can screw this up, and they just
Hmm.
found a way to screw it up. Like yo, like stop being lazy. Like you know,
Oh, we was talking about this game earlier. Do you think Dead Island would be a better show or a movie?
show, show. Because I
I
think,
agree.
yeah, I think with the success of like Walking Dead, I mean, as long as you just don't make the storyline as wild as The Walking Dead did, where you got a damn tiger, you know,
Hmm.
I think nah, like Dead Island can be a movie. I mean, a show, a TV show. I'm sorry.
Okay. Back to Nintendo because I'm looking at my Switch again. Um, I feel like if you do it correctly and make it a limited show, like you know how like some anime only run for like 24 episodes and that's the whole series.
Yeah.
I think if you do it right, Super Smash Brothers could be made into a good animated show.
You know what's wild? I was thinking about this when we started the topic. I don't. Mm, there's.
The only reason I say that is because Super Smash Brothers actually does have a underlying storyline.
Yeah, it
It's
does.
just, you know,
It does. No, see what would have to happen. It would have to be a TV show, and then characters get introduced as you go along. But
like the Digimon format.
yeah, you would just have to like, okay, this is on. See, all right. If they did Super Smash Brothers, it have to be the OG cast.
Well, see, the way I was looking at it is if they did a Super Smash Brothers show, did you ever play the one that was on the Wii? Super Smash Brothers Brawl, I
Brawl.
think.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Remember the Subspace Emissary, the story mode?
yeah,
How like you would run into like all the different characters or like split up across the world and then like you would have like you had like Kirby and Mario at the beginning and you had to either save Peach or save Zelda, and then Kirby and whoever you saved would go off in one direction and Mario would get flung off in the other direction,
yeah,
and then you just like run into the random characters as you progress through the story until you all came together at the end.
yeah,
If you did it like that, I think it would be perfect. Like you don't even necessarily have to have like one main character. You can have like sub stories being told that all end up like coming together
yeah.
at the
Ooh, you just cooked. Yeah, you just cooked.
because
Like every
because
episode.
because the
Yeah,
way I would see it is like I said, like a 24 episode show. Like the first 12 episodes could be like the emissary story, and then like the last 12 episodes could be like the world of light shit in a sense.
no, yeah, no, no. You just cooked. Oh yeah, that would be fire.
I know you don't play these games, but Fire Emblem would make a good show.
I think anything now, the fact that we have like Game of Thrones and House of Dragons and stuff like that, I think yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Anything in that realm, yeah,
yeah, they can do it.
yeah. Facts. No, that's a good point.
Bro, not but going back to like even though this is not like a video game, the topic of like if we got a live action Miles Morales and like Spider Gwen, they'd have to be to me just two brand new actors. Like let two
I
people
mean,
let
I agree with like newer because I still think like Mia Hawk would make a great Spider Gwen
Mia
in my
Hawk.
opinion.
Mia Hawk is a great example, but I remember you. Have you seen the show Cloak and Dagger?
I didn't watch the show, no, but I know the actress you're talking about.
Okay, because I know she was a no. I know her from I know her name from somewhere, but I never knew that guy. If they can just find a similar type like them, I think that would
Mm-hmm.
work perfect. Like don't reuse the same people, but like
Mm-hmm.
just you can find. I mean, just being real. All right, I'm being I was 1,000% real with you. As a black man in this country, it's so easy to find a teenage black kid with the little shagged hair, like the curly hair. That
Mm-hmm.
if you wanted to give him dreads, you can just put him little dreads on him, cool, and then find like a cute little a cute little blonde girl. It's it's the easiest shit in the world to do. Like
Yeah,
you
no,
can
it really is.
you can find.
Especially especially with how many like younger people nowadays like showcase their like acting abilities on TikTok.
Oh yeah,
Like the first of all, like the camera work and shit that they do is crazy enough, but the fact that they're probably writing the scripts for these little minute long skits and it probably takes them hours just to do that. Like there's so much talent out there, like they just ain't being like seen or I don't know what it is.
Bro, like it's so man. If hold on, I got this shit up on stream. Like chat, if y'all cannot tell me you don't know a black man that look like this, you are capping, bro. Like like it's just such the generic like black teenager. Like oh my,
Oh yeah,
and
we could probably go down to the high school right now and pick out 5 kids that could play Miles Morales.
with that haircut and like I said, and the just the cute blonde girl. That's all you have to find. And just the fact that like do not I will get so mad if they just pick a known actor for that role. Like let somebody like
Yeah.
define their character. Like let that be their defining role. Like I know
The
Toby
the
Maguire.
on the
I,
only thing that I would be fine with, I still want a new actress to play Spider Gwen, like the
mm,
main one. But I would not be mad if they did the whole variant thing where Emma Stone played her,
ooh, that's a good one.
because she was Gwen Stacy in the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, and if you're gonna bring Andrew Garfield into Secret Wars, that would be a nice little moment where it's like in Guardians of the Galaxy 3 when Star Lord saw the new
Yeah, because
Gamora.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh shit, like yeah, nah,
Yep. Yeah, because he could see her and be like, Gwen, like it'd be like some reminiscent type shit, and she'll be like, I don't know you, and then she'll shoot like a web at him or some
yeah,
shit, and he'll be like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
yeah.
That no, that's a good example. That's a great example.
Hmm.